just need to give it just a minute while I make sure it's actually going live to both YouTube and Twitch. Alright, and welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. We now have the second department unlocked, which is the information team. We'll have to go in and check out what our new abnormality is all about. I think we still have a little bit more work to do with the old woman here, who likes to tell stories. We are done with Beauty and the Beast, but I might want to show off one thing real quick. Got 2 lobotomy points. I'm going to go ahead and just give ourselves a new hire. A new sacrifice to this thing. And let's go ahead and start. So what do we got? We have some sheep-like thing. Okay, interesting. Before we do anything else, I kind of want to do something stupid, just to kind of show off what will happen if you piss this thing off. So sin. Let's go ahead and double time this. Okay, so we did repression work on it. It's actually injured at the moment. So what I'm going to try to do right now is we're going to send another person in there just to repress it, just to kind of show you what ends up happening if you mess up with one of these monsters. It's not a good result. So just have him go work. And just like the story said, the beast ended up dying and the employee didn't take its spot. So if you fuck around, you can actually end up losing your employees, which is not a good idea because all the gear that he has equipped also gets lost. So honestly, not that big of a deal, so just tough stuff. But I just wanted to show that off real quick. We are going to reset the day because I don't want to lose that employee. Instead, I do want to lose the other one. Yep, Squish is still there. That's very important. We cannot let Squish die. So we'll go ahead and send you into there. So we can get the time for that. Old lady, you like attachment work. So, Squish, go ahead and... I know you like stories, so go ahead and listen to the old lady's story. And you, what do I expect for you? Let's try Insight and see how that goes. Oh, I'm already doing pretty bad over here. That's not good. Oh no, they died! If a child... Okay, hold on. Is your child the troublemaker who cries all the time? We can change that. Don't you like how you look? Are you too fat? Too skinny? We can change that. Is your house suffering from an outage because you don't have the money to pay for a power bill? We can change that. The amount of energy produced will increase as time goes by. Okay. Let's see how we're doing over here. Seems to be doing okay. Old lady's doing fine, and Beast is going to be fine. Okay. Nothing negative happened. So I guess that's good. I can't look into, actually, I think I can, can't I? Yeah. They took quite a bit of damage from that, but they're still alive. Didn't really see any negative results from it. We are going to be pretty much done with the beast for right now. I don't really need to work on him anymore. Old lady, how are we looking? Yes, she'll still need work. Squish, how are you doing? Attachment work. Squish took a little bit of damage, but not too much. We can probably send her right back in there. What I might do, actually, is send... send you in there. Okay, so Insight did not work the best on this guy, so let's take a look. Any employee with temperance under level 2 will fall asleep after working the abnormality, never to reawaken. So this is kind of a dangerous one. We have to be mindful of who we send in here. When the work result was bad, the quail counter decreased. We didn't have to run into that. Hold up. We're having a meltdown. It's just one sin. That's not a big deal. We'll send somebody to work on that. Squish, you go ahead and take care of that one sin. We were reading that. Thank you very much. When T-299 escaped, its light put every employee who came into contact with it asleep. They woke up when the manager shook them. T-2-99 eventually returned to its containment unit as its own volition, so we don't have to hunt it down. But they didn't give us a whole lot to work with. But our employee can work with that one, so that's fine. Okay. Oh no, we actually have to worry about ordeals now. So we didn't have to worry about this the first time around, but this red dawn is actually the sign of an ordeal. What we kind of want to try to do is meet our goal before that actually goes off. Unless we can handle it. Red Dawn might not be too scary right now because there isn't actually a whole lot that's too dangerous. I just don't know if I have the crew that can manage it. As we get further in the game, that Red Dawn is going to be kind of problematic, but so far we've gotten pretty lucky with their picks so far, that nothing is dangerous for us. As long as we don't mess up. I am going to work on repression with you to kind of get... Squish, go ahead and repress Beauty and the Beast for me, thank you. And then we're going to come over here, we're going to send... we'll send you into there. Okay, we should get some more information for this guy. Warning, attempts to suppress the abnormality will provoke it, transforming into the extremely hostile entity. The second form is designated as T-2-99-1. T-2-99-1 occasionally crowed, dealing white damage to the entire department. Employees who were asleep due to the abnormality's light awoke in panic after hearing T-2-99-1 sound. Hey, Squish, how's it going? Obviously there's not a whole lot I could do, but I gave you green hair. So I hope that helps. I even gave you the ego suit, which has the flower on it, because I think thinking that you might like flowers. So we'll try to keep you alive the best we can. No promises. We might struggle a bit, but you know, here's hoping you can do your best. Okay, let's see here. So instinct work, insight work seems to be fine with them. Not the best. Okay, so there's a couple things we could do here. That should be enough for the last weapon for the old lady, so unfortunately she's going to get very lonely at this point forward since we don't really need to send anybody else in there to work with her. But I also want to get more information on this thing. We have 2 more works we can do before it melts down, so I can work with this thing one more time. So I'll go ahead and do that and send our MVP right now in there, just to do it work one last time, and then we'll end the work day. Like I said, I'll do my best to keep you alive. No promises. We'll see what ends up happening, and then I think I'll do that for anybody who comes in and watches the streams. I'll make a little avatar of them in the game and try to keep them alive. That gets very difficult later on. You know what, I'm going to double time this just to kind of keep that going. Okay, not the best result, but we're still alive, so anything we can walk away from, that's good. Do you get out? No, I think it's only on bad results. Okay. Attachments to work seems to be the best, and repression work does not seem to go well on it. It does have a gift called the Engulfing Dream, which is a hat, gives us +4 SP, but I'm going to call that there for right now. Maybe next day we'll show off what happens with the ordeal, and give it a shot, but for right now let's play it safe and move on. Okay, so we got one of these ones. These ones are interesting. So we have O-5-61. Life is only granted to those who hold no fear of death. O-3-60. You see a song in front of you. It's approaching, becoming more colorful by the second. Or D-2-107. Dude, the little angel is gnawing on our colleague's finger. So normally our abnormalities we can collect are going to be the square ones here. But there's a couple occasional special ones that'll pop up, which is these circle ones here. They're not required for 100% completion of the game. They're actually crowdfunded abnormalities from what I understand. I might do them anyway, just because they're still kind of cool and they got some weapons themselves. So, because this one's special, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. The energy output of our facility is ever increasing. You have proven that you are much more capable than you originally perceived yourself to be. The high echelon is watching you. Our founder, A, is among them. What do you know about A? A? He is a visionary. A farmer who sowed the seeds on a virgin soil no one had approached before. In time, he expressed interest in meeting you in person. If that happens, you'll be able to make your dreams come true. Myself? Well, of course I highly admire him. But to be fair, he is the one who created me. He is also an enigmatic person. I imagine there are few who can truly understand him. In fact, to truly understand anyone is difficult. Will the day come when I understand you completely? And here's our new manager. He has already got a pissed look on his face. Manager, you are the head of this corporation. You're supposed to set an example for others, but that outfit would warrant at least 10 penalty points in our department. Manager should be no exception, but the rules state a Sapphire has no authority to impose penalty points on the manager. I must let you off for now. I'm Yesod, the Sapphire of this information team. The information team is in charge of processing and archiving all the data of our company. No information is generated every day, and we need to ensure the information is accurate. We must concentrate and focus on our job at all times. It may be compared to a massive biblical. I can do this. I can talk. Biblioteca. You know what? That's probably the best you're gonna get out of me. Biblioteca. A single bit of misinformation can lead to an uncontrollable disaster. I sure Squish is over there cringing at my mispronunciation. I am sure you can understand the gravity of my work. Every sliver of it, the information that you read, contains the despair and desperation of our employees. Please do not think lightly of that information. It seems you are curious about my outfit. I'm an aversion of exposing any part of my body. I don't exactly remember when I started feeling this way. It's likely that I've been this way ever before I joined the company. Sod, do you have any spare paper? Our department could use some. That's Zach. The rules state we're not supposed to trade resources between teams. It should be the very first page of Sapphire Manual. Alright. Stop giving me that sharp look, Mr. Viper. Well, I'm heading out. Not in the mood to get bitten today. What are you trying to say with that expression of yours? Is this entertaining to you? Does the nickname make you laugh? The H is silent. I believe it's Biblioteca? Maybe? I swear I can sometimes read. My apologies. I overreacted a bit. The other Sephiroth simply used my nickname as a joke, but others use it in a more serious manner. I know there are many employees who genuinely despise me. Nicknames can be a childish thing. No better way to describe a person in such few words. I personally like my nickname. What's your opinion, manager? Doesn't have a nice ring to it. I like the sound of it. So an agreement then. We should get going now. I need to finish today's work. Oh, I must send you to the next assignment. Mission, Yesod the Viper. The information team is always in need of more data on the abnormalities. At this point in our research, we need more testing with instinct work. Instinct work directly results in abnormalities' primal instinct and drive. Complete for... this actually sucks, because all of our abnormalities so far do not require instinct. Let's go ahead and expand the information team, so let's go ahead and do that. You are too kind, Squish. But I can always do better, and I want to strive to do a little bit better. So I'm actually going to move you down. We are still working on this one, so I still have to put sacrifices in there. So we're going to hire the new employee, Griffin. He's going to be a valuable asset to our company. I look forward to see what he can do. I could actually strengthen you up, too. Actually, I don't have any lobotomy points. No, I got two. I can to give you some prudence. There you go. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. So what do we have? We have a little puppy. Okay, nothing can go wrong with that, I bet. We can leave the old lady. We're gonna go ahead and send Griffin into here. It was temperance 2, no? Yes, under 2. So you should be fine. Send you in there. We gotta do instinct work, so I'll put my other employee into the other one. Top floor is pretty much good at this point forward. We don't need to mess with it too much, unless I need to get some, like, boost up my energy resources. We can kind of use this for some easy points. But for now, I want to try to get as much information out of these two as I can. Double time it. Just kind of keep things going. Instinct seems to be working really well for whatever this thing is. So I guess that actually makes that mission really easy for us then. E-2-107 loves instinct work the best. Please do not work other than instinct with him, or else the Quailoff counter has a medium probability of lowering. When the work result was bad, the Quailoff counter decreased. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty easy then. Let's see, what else can we get here? I need to work with it again before I can actually do anything. So, you know what? Squish, you handle the puppy. It's so fluffy and soft and sweet, it can cure depression. Many of the employees have at least 55 different... Oh, god damn, it's happening too fast. If you dislike it, that's reason enough to be demoted on the spot. Oh, god. Okay. Anything new here? It's quite simple. Just open the machine, step inside, and press the button to make it shut. No, everything will be just fine. Abnormality is not affected by Quailoff counters. Oh, and the old lady's getting pissed. But that's fine. She doesn't do anything for us anyway. Let's get the information about it. Its name is the Void Dream, another Teth one. This one is dangerous because it actually does black damage. Black damage affects both physical and mental energy, so that's kind of dangerous, actually. Another weapon that does white damage, that's very good for us. And Engulfing Dream seems to be pretty good. Got some good resistances all around except for Pale. And then, what are you? When D-2-107 escaped, it voluntarily returned to its unit after attacking an employee and taking blank from their corpse. This could be our actual first dangerous one then. Because if it actually can escape and kill our employees, that is not good. Instinct, obviously it said that was the best, so we're just going to keep unlock that. Squish, go handle the puppy again, and you go into there. I suppose what I could do is I could... Oh, shoot. Okay, meltdown is happening. That is not good. You know what? We'll work on that, because repression will work well on him. Okay, we have to actually send you right back in there, because it is now melting down. Alright, what do we got about Void Dream? Last bit of information. It escapes with a maximum Quailoff counter of 2. Seems to suppress it. Red damage is like the best thing. Okay. I am actually going to pause right here because we have to read its case file. I wish to sleep eternally, so don't bother trying to wake me up again. An abnormality whose form sports a goat's fur and horns. It is not unique in regards to its appearance, with the exception of several colorful eyes embedded upon its body. Getting information about this abnormality is expected to be difficult due to its ceaseless slumber. The following counseling log illustrates how Void Dream's ability to make other people's slumber psychologically affects the employees. The results indicate that we cannot utilize this ability to reduce the mental corruption of our staff. Please refer to this record for further research. Vincent, please make it quick. I gotta sleep. Is this because of the abnormality? Yeah, I remember seeing something that looked like a sheep pass me by and, well, fell asleep. Since then, it's been like this. Do you remember the dreams you had back then, when that occurred? I could never forget that dream. Can you please tell me as much as you can about it? was a happy, wonderful, sweet dream. It's all the words I need to describe it. Heck, I'm even glad to be working for this company. And I saw a guy who's not with me anymore. He was right next to me. Admitted. Because of that, I couldn't get a hold of myself when I woke up. See, I heard a little about from the other employees recently. All of them say that the only thing you do outside of your work hours is sleep. Can you please tell me why? I don't understand what I'm talking about. I want to have that dream again. The dream where I was there with him, recalling those happy moments. But I couldn't go back no matter how many times I slept. I slept and I slept and slept and slept and slept, and yet... I see. I advise you to take some rest in your room. You said everyone who's woken up after hearing that abnormality sound went mad. People think it's because they had that horrible nightmare they couldn't handle. It's actually the other way around. The reality they had to wake up to was so terrible that the soul gave up on waking life. As you know, time flows differently in dreams. A mere instance of waking life constitutes an eternity in the dream world. Maybe if Void Dream were to put me to sleep once again, I might have that wonderful dream anew. I'll prescribe you some sleep medicine. I assure you that it'll help you sleep. Please get some rest for now. Finally, you will be permitted from entering the abnormality containment unit from now on. A demon must change its shape to deceive others. A demon must grant sweet dreams to deceive others. A crack appears in the human mind when it is shown the dream it yearns for. A demon will never miss a chance to bring one to their doom. Don't say such complicated things. Don't say so scary words. I just want to grant people sweet dreams. Grant them the enrapturing dreams they want. Those who've had my dreams are destined to come back to me. Just close your eyes. In the dream, your smile was beaming, and we chatted with such liveliness. When I came back to the waking life, I realized I was back in a world in which you no longer existed. I felt a void as big as fleeting happiness I felt in the dreams filling my heart. I closed my eyes and forced myself to sleep. The morning still had to come, no matter what. I think that when my soul started to crumble, in fact, I was already broken since the day I parted with you. And I've only been acting fine. My soul was already shattering into fragments after the passing of that day. Once I saw you again, my yearning for you began to bear down too heavily. I couldn't even go back to my old self again. Counseling, rest, all of it was useless. I spent days by myself, agonizing until I finally realized it lured me with unforgettable bait. This is the price for eating away my nightmares. And then it left me with nothing but void, so I had no choice but to return to it. Then, I have lost to it. I don't know what to do know anything anymore. Please, eat my dreams. Yeah, this company's fucked, by the way. Nothing is ever good here. 25, 25. Okay, so we gotta keep working with them. Okay, we're doing fine. Yep. Pode? I think that's how you say that. Okay, we still had a little bit more work to do with them. Let's go ahead and insight work with... Might have to be a little bit careful here. Let's go ahead and attachment work. Squish. I don't know if this will actually give me the energy I need for another day. We'll find out. It'll be close. Okay. Do I want to try to do the Red Dawn? I don't see why not. We can kind of show that off. Okay. Still don't know we don't have enough for the last piece of information, so... Okay. Usually what I try to do when I have one bar left for an ordeal to pop up, I will use one of the easier ones so I can just send somebody in. So let's go ahead and have you go in there. And then I can kind of show off what this does. Okay, so as soon as he goes in, we get the cheers for the beginning. Let us flame... Okay, can't even read that. Basically, these monsters will come up. They're like little tiny clowns. Hence the music. And basically, all we want to do is try to send our employees to kind of knock out those clowns. This is not the worst ordeal in the world to start with. Some of them kind of get dangerous later on. But all these guys try to do is really open up the doors. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, good. Okay. They'll try to open up the doors for the different abnormalities around, so these ones aren't... I was kind of worried about this guy because this is a 10th one that can kill our employees. One sin doesn't do anything, so that would have been fine. But some of them that are later on are actually terrible. They can actually break out, so I'm glad that we didn't really have anything for it to mess with. I think now is a good point. Let me just double check. Yep. And Orca got the horns, so that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and complete that day. We lost one employee, so we don't have the best... We're not getting rewarded too well because we are losing an employee every day, but that's not the end of the world, really. And Squish leveled up. Her Temperance got the 3, her Fortitude got the 3, so she's probably going to be my new MVP, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, and we also completed the mission for Yesod, so we should have a new upgrade. That'll be nice. Okay, so we have F-1-18. Over time, her unbearable sorrow grew into a mournful obsession covered with countless lengthy hairs. O-4-08. The girl begged in tears, "Mister, please cut off my feet." Or T-4-06. Its memories began with a warm hug. I gotta be honest, none of these sound great. I'm worried about this one most of all, to be honest with you. Because even though it just has its memory began with a warm hug, don't let, like, positive things throw you off. Positive usually ends up being bad. Let's go with F-1-18. Why not? Let me ask you a question. What would you do if one of your subordinates, who in harvesting energy from the abnormality to meet the quota, shall face certain death doing so? It's a very basic question, so I'm certain you know the right answer. We must continue producing energy. I will save the employee. It's so simple. I cannot believe I have to remind you. The manager's role is to oversee energy production, and that only. You are not here to take care of the employees. Not that I've known you for a long time. I took you for such a humanitarian. Lobotomy Corporation is an industry giant. Its mission is to produce energy as our top priority. It was such a simple question for me, however, perhaps not for you. If I were human, how disappointing. It's what I would have said. Please do not worry. I'll not make such a statement. I'm an AI after all. You exceeded my expectations, despite your first impression. Let me explain to you your next. Yesod, I just heard that your team had a ton of casualties. Already? Okay, well thanks for stopping in. I just wanted to show that I made a character. So, appreciate you stopping in, and have a good day at work. How many times has it been now? Shouldn't you be at your team's side? It looks super depressing over there. Incidents happen. I want them to understand it's not a big fuss. Doing it only encourages them to cry more. It will eventually tire them out. People have died. Maybe you should say something, like at least some half-hearted commemorative speech to cheer the employees up? I mean, we should lead our departments and all. Perhaps your aim is different from mine then. See no point in being sentimental. Caring too much about the respect of the employees or the little complaints they make will steer you away from what's truly important. Just saying, I guess there's no right answer, is there? We're both busy, so I'll see you later? What do you think, manager? Should I go confront them for the sake of the department's morale? Yes, you should. Honestly surprised to hear that from you. Do you think it's realistic for you to show up at every department every single time an accident occurs? You, the man who spends a whole day incessantly watching employees die to that shiny monitor of yours? I take it that you are only saying this because you're inexperienced and are still clinging onto the vague sense of goodwill, manager. Such shallow sympathy does no good in the corporation, so I urge you to be rid of it. Via insight, we can indirectly handle the abnormalities. The insight we aim to find, they find favorable and unfavorable at the containment unit, and adjust the conditions accordingly. Complete 5 insight works. Cool. That's going to be a little bit trickier, as I don't really think I have an abnormality that does that. Okay, so what do we have as an upgrade? Display HP UI, display damage UI, or reduce fear damage for clerks. This will be useful for later, because if our clerks end up going crazy, it can impact our main employees. For right now, I think the most important thing is going to be the HP UI. So that way I can kind of just see where everyone's at. Again, we're going to hire another employee. There you go. Fun with that. And we'll swap another employee down here. Yuri, how's it going? You're going to be on the second department. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that we have a sacrifice going down. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Alright then. Well, not sure if that's going to get me demonetized on Twitch, but we'll find out, won't we? Let's go ahead and keep working with the Void Dream. We'll send you in there. And you know what? Because we need insight, we'll see how that works. We still don't have enough. We only need 8 more seconds and that machine will be done. Insight does not seem to be going well over there. Squish, are you going to be okay? Squish is taking quite a bit of damage, but it's fine. I seem to have enough health, so it should be good. I'm rooting for you, Squish. Do a good job. Quail counter is 2. Okay. And it is items 25, 20. Cool. Come on, Squish. You got this. That was a real bad result for me, Squish. It's okay. At least we know insight is not the work to be doing on that one. Give you a moment to heal up, and then we are going to send Instinct over there. So far, we're doing pretty well. What I may want to do is we'll go ahead and send you to repression work. Maybe we can use that to still resting. Okay, Instinct seems to be working really well on it, so I guess that's the key for that one. You hang out here, because we're going to send you right back in there. Yep, that's not weird at all. Please don't moan into my microphone. I'd appreciate that. Okay, let's see what we got here. That's a lot of guidelines, so let's see. Employees of Temperance Level 1 may turn their head back after hearing F-1-18. If they do, they are subject to a panic attack.
Attachment work was performed with F-1-18, the quail counter lowered, so do not do attachment. Got it. And the work result was normal, the quail counter lowered with a normal probability. And when the work result was bad, the quail counter with a high probability. Okay. Nothing really there that gives us good information. Oh no, we got Purple Dawn. Oh god, what was Purple Dawn? I don't remember. That's a bad thing. Come over here. Let's do a little bit of insight work. Boom. I can get you one of the outfits that'll work. Okay. Let's play this safe. See, anything that's going to happen, we're going to have to use our better team down here to deal with. That's kind of just the unfortunate reality here. What I'm going to do is wait for you to go back. Might send Squish to the upper level. And these two should be able to handle whatever happens at dawn. The Fruit of Understanding. Okay. The 10th level. Okay, they seem to be able to handle it. Okay, I'm gonna have him go back. Get healed up. I think you'll be fine, Squish, but we'll see. Let's pull you back. Okay. Don't come in there. Jesus, okay. That was the easy version of that, and we still struggled a bit just because we do not have equipment and such. That's gonna make things really fun. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on refreshing, get these guys up a little bit. I'm gonna try to get the insight thing done, but I don't exactly know how I want to go about doing that. Gotta let them heal. I could do insight work with you, because you're not dangerous at all. How are you with insight? Not the greatest. We have enough energy for the day. Okay, but I'm not really worried about any of that. Send you back in there. Squish, you're doing well. Get another piece of armor from you. Okay, do we have anything new we can learn here? When F-1-18's quail counter hit 0, every employee in the department suffered white damage. Okay. Instincts. Attachment work is very high, but didn't it say not to do that? The quail counter lowered. Okay. So I could work with the... So that's kind of the thing. I could work with its bet stat, but then we would suffer because it would lower the Quailoff counter if we did that. That makes this one a little trickier to use. What do we have here? Okay, another armor. Would be nice. Actually, by the way, we have a little bit to read, don't we? This abnormality was created with the ideas provided by Tumblr bug backer. So I guess that's like basically the Korean version of like, what is it called? Kickstarter, I assume. A super fluffy, ultra cute puppy with white fur like fresh snow. This abnormality is so cute that just taking a short little glance at it will make you feel so much better. Has the eyes of an angel and is the purest thing in the world. Further description of this creature has been omitted for brevity's sake. The rest of the sentences are essentially just it saying it's so cute in various ways. This little abnormality couldn't be evil at all. The only thing you'd have to worry about is your heart aching if you look at it too long, because it's just so cute. In fact, employees who enter this abnormality's containment unit tend to lose themselves a bit and often need to be forcibly removed from the unit by other employees. Caution needs to be taken, as the assisting employees could also become captivated by its cuteness and become lost as well. Attempts to bring the abnormality out of its unit may occur from time to time, but it is not a concern, as they are typically prevented by other employees. When too many employees want to work with this abnormality, a lottery will be held to decide who gets the privilege of doing so. Our employees tend to show symptoms of mental aggression, such as an oddly toned speech with a high pitch upon entering the containment unit, but it seems this is only a temporary problem. Many of our employees refer to this abnormality as the goodest boy in the whole world, Popote. However, its official designation is simply Popote. Please be sure you don't get confused. Making sure employees who enter its containment units must upload a video or photo reporting this abnormality. This is extremely uber important to ensure that nobody misses this step. A company of this size will always have a rumor or two floating around. You hear there's someone's bones breaking if you walk the hallways at night. If you try and track down that sound, you'll find a Yeti who's eating one of our employees. However, we don't have an abnormality that looks anything like a Yeti. Excerpt from audio record. John. You should be thankful, dude. You got a super lucky chance to get to work with the goodest boy in the world, Popote. Jacob. It's mapping me with its paws. This isn't attack. He just wants you to feed him. Did you know it's a trend in the company to always carry a packet of dog food or two? Well, I don't really like animals. John lets out an irritated mumble. By the way, this little puppy's pretty beefy. Is that how dogs usually are? This one's played a lot of catch, huh? I used to play fetch with him pretty often just to watch how cute he was running after the ball. We stopped for some reason. Hey, see its face when I fed it? Super creepy, I swear. It's just your imagination, man. He's always our little angel. And now what? Who's a good boy? Does this thing have some kind of power to mentally manipulate people? No idea what you're on about, Jacob. Do you, little buddy. Little cutie pie. Do you? Did you wait for me, Popote boy? Hey, it's eating something. Are we supposed to be like the first people in the unit today? My little good boy was just hungry. Man, he's just so cute. Look at how he's momming on that. What the hell is it chewing on? Shit, I knew it. That's James' finger, man. It went missing during their last protocol shift. Did you see the nail? Remember him bragging about having a heart painted on his nails? I told you, dude. This thing's up to no good. I can't believe it. Who? This abnormality's a killer. I get that you're shocked, but I've told you a bunch of times there's no way a cute pet would be harmless in this place. Man, I'm glad you finally come to your sense. Who wouldn't feed him on time? Poor little guy's been starving all night. It's so heartbreaking. Well, I think we're supposed to suppress it. How could you even suggest doing something so heartless to a cute little good boy like this? Just look at his eyes. How could an innocent animal do anything wrong? Isn't that right, you good little cutie boy? The abnormality shows no reaction. Only the sound of a bone being gnawed on is audible. Dude, your little angel is gnawing on her colleague's finger. What are you, a newbie? Do you know everything's cute is forgiven here? I've never heard that. I seriously don't think that's true. You gotta tranquilize it. If you don't, then I'll do it myself. The sound of the tranquilizer shot being fired can be heard. No! The abnormality begins to whimper. Recording cuts off after a bit of shouting. Following the evidence I've provided in the recording, I suggest that Jacob be immediately demoted for firing at such a thing like Popote. Terrible, evil animal abuser has no place working in our company. Our goodest boy in the whole world, Popote, has been traumatized by this incident. You only eat 5 kilograms as a favorite snack now. Helping cope with the trauma, I suggest we request a new snack for Peyote. Premium grade salmon rich in vitamin B. I'll be waiting for your reply. Your request has been accepted. P.S. In your next message, please make sure to attach 5 different photos of the goodest boy in the whole world, Peyote. Thank you in advance. I gotta go with the other employee. There's nothing cute in this facility. It's all dangerous. Keep working instinct, I guess. And then we can do insight with you. And that should wrap up the day. Because even if it melts down, I can end it. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to. I guess we'll see. Even if we gotta send them to work again, that's fine. Okay. The lady facing the wall. Another Teth class. Fun. We're getting a lot of Teth stuff, which is unfortunate. It's not the end of the world because none of it is super dangerous, but I was kind of hoping for some easier ones, but I guess there really isn't that many Zayn stuff in the first place. Checking the Void Dream. We have enough to at least get another weapon. Pode, how are we looking? One more piece of equipment for you. And almost completed with that one. Alright, let's end the day there. Got 4 this time. That's great. The path to take cleared. Weatherby leveled up. Nice. Bush Wilds is getting pretty good at her job. On to the next day. We have T-9-77. Excessive aspiration would bring about unwarranted frenzy. T-9-80. The trees simply reap what it sowed. Or T-9-78. The final chapter begins with the phrase, born again. Excessive aspiration could bring about unwarranted frenzy. Sure, we'll take that one. Why not? Manager, among these letters of the alphabet, A, B, or C, which would you select? Why not B? So you picked one. Good. Please listen carefully. People who choose B are detailed-oriented. They are rational, realistic, and honest to their needs, even to the point where others may perceive them as snobs. However, their pursuit for practical interest and the tenacity to avoid loss will lead them to success. Personally, I dislike the letter B. It's a new pastime amongst the employees. I find it rather uninteresting. There's no scientific basis behind the observations, but it's admittedly a little fun to waste time with these tests. You know, maybe I could imagine whether I would have been this or that kind of person if I were human. Is it too odd for me to think about that? Letter Z. Zoo. Ox. Hey, that's cheating. It's not a place at all. Doesn't count. Oops, I didn't know you were here, Sapphire Yesod, sir. Sorry, I know we weren't supposed to slack during work hours, but he insisted we... What? You started it! You wanted to get back at me for last time, remember? Shut it, you dork! Think about the appropriate response for this case later. Do focus on your work. Of course, Sapphire, sir. We're sorry. Except word chaining is starting to become one of the more popular pastimes here again.
You happen to enjoy word chaining, Manager? Yesod begins to get lost in thought. James, you know you can't enter the cell for work when your mental corruption is above 80%. It's against the rules. I know. Just this once, please. You know what happens if I fail to finish the assigned work regimen? Besides, you know how Sally went in at 82% one time and came out fine? And I'm only at 81%. Please. What are friends for? Act so stricken, the employees will end up isolating you. Be so lonely. Just kidding. Even if all the employees were to hate you, it's to be able to be your playmate. You know that word playmate has no place in this corporate. Whoops, my bad. Anyway, can I get to work now, my lord Yesod? Don't forget that I'll catch you some slack yesterday when we were playing word chain. Fine, but just this once. Make sure to take a psychological examination right afterwards. You bet. Thank you, Yesod. See you in a bit. Times. See hallucinations when I change my clothes. Through the clothing, see my skin covered with festering boils. Of course, my body is perfectly fine when I open my eyes. It's come to a point where we've begun to find the sight of my normal skin strange and unnatural. I cannot help but ask myself, why is my body intact? Why is it not rotting? I asked the other Sephiroth about these visions. It seems I'm the only one who experiences this. Through attachment work, we can build bonds with the abnormalities. Abnormalities possessing social desires will have a tendency to show their discontent if such is unsatisfied. This behavior will occur regardless of whether they have a full stomach or spotless containment unit. Alright. By damage UI, I reduce fear for clerks. We'll take the damage. Okay, so we have another more lobotomy points. I'm gonna hire one. You are gonna be my spotter for the machine. And you, we will actually strengthen. I like kind of making them wear the equipment for the armor for the weapon they're using, so... Okay. Begin the next day. We have to do 6 attachment works, which isn't going to be that difficult to do. We also got to see what this thing does. So let's go ahead and send our employee that we're going to sacrifice into there. Go ahead and, you know what, Swish, you grab the heart. He's got a 3-minute time limit. That's fun. Let's go get some of this attachment taken care of. A heart without an owner, it still beats even after being removed from its body. Those who equip the Heart of Aspiration will benefit from increased HP or an attack speed. Okay. That's really not that big of a deal.
Oh, he's uncontrollable right now. That might actually be a problem. Give it a minute. Let's see what happens. Oh! I wasn't expecting that. Fuck. I fucked up. Okay, please get down there. Take care of that, please. I'm hearing gunshots. Please don't die. 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 Okay, you're fine. Machine will produce energy after an employee enters it, seeing as once inside nobody ever comes out, it must be rather comfortable. Sure. Let's see, when boiled, its rate of contraction will double, enhancing the barrel's vigor and strength. If one is ordered to return to heart of aspiration without attacking, they lose their mind and have an increase in violent tendencies. They'll attempt to attack everything nearby. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. At least they're taking a lot of white damage. That's fine. There you go. Cool. Oh, that was scary. Okay. It is a non-escaping entity, so it's kind of a good thing that went for that. And it already gives us a heat screaming wedge weapon, which is not bad at all. Okay. We might actually get it really lucky here, because that is like the 3rd rank? So we're already starting to get some decent gear. Excessive aspiration will bring about unwanted frenzy. If one is ordered to return to Heart of Aspiration within 30 seconds of barring, the same result as above will occur. Okay, I'm really not seeing a bad result of just holding on to it then. I guess we'll just kind of keep doing that. Instinct, Squish if you want to go in there. Attachment work with you, and then Instinct work with you. How are we doing? Attachment work still needs to be done, so I'll go ahead and send you into there. Meltdowns are occurring, but that's whatever. Not really worried about that. Okay, we got all the Void Dream stuff. Should stop all the meltdowns. Great, we are doing really well here. Squish, please do not. Squish, please don't fail. Squish, please don't fail. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Employees who did not attack any targets before returning the heart, or those who returned the heart before 30 seconds had passed, entered a state of derangement, repeating mindless killings with their enhanced strength. So again, this doesn't really seem like a bad item. Actually ends up helping us a lot because of our increased attack speed and HP. But the main thing is, like, there's no punishment for holding on to it, so that's just a bonus. Like, sure. Okay, we're done with you. You have, got your weapon now. Don't have enough yet. That's fine. Let's go ahead and read about No Associate Ego Gift. Okay. Abnormality in the shape of a woman against a wall. Over time, her unbearable sorrow grew into a mournful obsession covered in countless lengthy hairs. As she is always facing the wall, not a single person has seen her face. She occasionally talks to herself and weeps quietly. It is impossible to have a meaningful conversation with her. Despite her human appearance, it is impossible to discern what she is really looking at or her true intentions. She will attempt to talk or pique the interest of those who are about to leave her containment unit. However, one should never look back in response, as it may cause mental damage. Certain rumors insist that one may turn to stone upon looking back. That is clearly not true. There is only one important rule to follow. Ignore her. She always tries to draw our attention. She mutters incoherently in an attempt to have those in the room pay closer attention to what she's saying. She'll even plead or whisper maliciously when someone's about to leave in the hopes that they may instinctively look back. Your conscience is a threat to your own health in her presence. It's important to have your guard up and to be aware what is occurring when you are in the room with her. If you forget the warnings for even a second and let your guard down, you'll find yourself looking back towards her. I'm pretty sure that's her. I have another warning to leave all who read this. Do not let this insidious abnormality learn your name. If she learns your name, she will use it to trick you into turning around. No matter what you hear, what she may do to tempt you while you are in the room with her, do not, and I repeat, do not, under any circumstances, look at her. Curiosity is a luxury you must never indulge in when you are in her containment unit. Employee F5004. Redacted was a colleague of mine of whom I cared deeply. Well, I cared for all my coworkers, but Redacted was different. The amount of passion they poured into their work was something I rarely witnessed in life. Anyways, I have no idea of how she, the abnormality, learned Redacted's name. Someone called it out then while they were inside the containment unit and she heard it. She should have sent 2 in to work with her. The common procedure was to have a team of 2 sent in the containment unit, but you know we're always short-handed. Besides, the abnormality was low on the threat scale. If we followed the procedure and sent 2 inside, the powers that be would not have been happy with that one bit. Well, you know the rest. The day the incident happened, Redacted was sent in the containment unit as usual, but it didn't come out for a long time. I know Redacted was a prompt and diligent worker, so I headed straight for the containment unit, fearing the worst. Thankfully, I found him without even a scratch, but the kid looked out of it. Like, way out of it. The next day, the kid resigned. I heard they sent him to the asylum, but I never even saw Redacted again. The kid just kept staring at the wall, murmuring and not responding to anyone. It was the last time I saw Redacted. No one knows what happened inside a containment unit. You won't find out from the kid either. So, only good and pleasant times here at the Lobotomy Corporation. Nothing bad ever happens. Good luck, we have cute little animals like puppies and sheep. Nothing bad ever happens here. Anyway, I'm going to complete that workday. I think I'm actually going to call that there. It's been about an hour. Like, that's about as long as I like to keep streams anyway. And my voice is still rough after even streaming this long. Oh, let's find out what this is about before I go, though. Manager, is something wrong? I see. Will you just wait a moment? You cannot bear to look. You should close your eyes. There, I fixed it. There was a system error. How strange. It shouldn't have been so easily compromised. This technology originally developed during the war, now commonly used for commercial purposes. It's not that impressive of a technology, really. The human brain is fragile. Being such a cruel and shocking sight may unintentionally lead to a memory shutdown of the brain's functions. If a manager like you were to suffer such a reaction, it would be very troublesome for me. So install the cognition filter in your display. Well, the cognition filter functions, then employees will look like cute dolls splattered with red paint. Abnormalities, even those who could ravage your mental state just by being in your sight, will be reduced to adorable toys in the screen of your office. Trust me. Before the cognition filter was installed, many a manager lost their sanity on that seat. I cannot allow you to join them. That day, James released 2 abnormalities on purpose.
Eventually, 3 clerks and 4 agents were killed. As you may know, in 2 abnormalities breaches and losing four agents is rather significant loss of manpower. Of course, it was I who ordered James to be gunned down. I know the kind of place we work in. I'm not regretful for the fact I was unable to stop him. Instead, I regret having developed a personal relationship with him. I was careless of my position, but my subordinates exploit me. Chatting, games. Yes, all of it was fun. James was a good joker, too. Of course, I had fun playing Word Chain. We grew so intimate that I would forgive his trivial rule violations. But the price I had to pay for the error I made was not trivial in any way. Manager, this is Lobotomy Corporation. We see body bags every single day. It's a lonely place. Sometimes you'll feel the urge to share the distress and anxiety with someone else. Have a friend. But manager, whenever you feel lonely, please remember what happened to me. Try not to make the same mistake I did. You'll be able to get over the meaningless deaths that way. I envied Angela. She's truly a heartless monster. People say that I am too rational. Yesod, the cold-blooded machine. Yesod, the viper. Yesod, the cruel and emotionless. A frigid being who won't even bat an eye at the deaths of dozens of employees. I won't deny that I deserve the reputation. However, whoever built this place has to be a much more cruel person than I am. Sometimes I wish I were an AI without emotion. A vague sense of sympathy would only cloud your judgment. You're bound to make mistakes that way. Or they place AIs with emotion to handle the facility if they were well aware that emotions would only get in the way. You know the answer? End the workday without a bad work result. That's a bit tricky. Comes to perfection. The best course of action is to handle things even before everything turns sour. All will remain in order as long as the abnormalities have managed the best results. Please be sure to handle everything carefully. As far as I know, that's the best way to ensure nothing bad happens. That's a little bit tricky just because it... Well, we just have to make sure no bad things happen. We can have normal responses, so that's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and... We're going to move Weatherby down, and we're going to hire 2 more agents. But these guys we are not going to sacrifice. Let's go ahead and give some gear, too. Get Weatherby the Papote equipment. Also, you want to go and hit details sometimes. Sometimes there's a bonus effect. Like here, 5% chance to recover 10 AP on attack if the wielder has 2+ justice. You know, small little stuff like that can be helpful. We're gonna go ahead and give you... You know what? No, we're gonna give you Engulfing Dream. The reason why we're gonna give you Engulfing Dream is white damage. White damage can be useful in case anybody goes into sustain, so I think I'm gonna go ahead with that. Which is looking kind of silly, but we're gonna start the next day next time and try to get this mission completed. We'll do the best we can. I think we've got the setup to do it. We know pretty much how everything works so far, and that will give us pretty well set up for the next day, which will unlock another department. But for right now, I'm gonna call that there and give my voice a rest because it is, I think about an hour is about all I can handle. Until next time, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully you guys are enjoying, and I don't know, maybe comment on which abnormality you like the best. Try not to avoid spoilers if you played this game before, but